What's going on, guys? I'm back at the house and I'm going to answer a question that I had on the comment page on one of my videos, and it's how was the Honda 350 Banjo snorkeled? And honestly, it snorkeled a pretty easy way. You got the tube coming up. I actually put this up here, this removable cap, just kind of keep dirt dabbles out and all, go in storage. But you can see there's a bit of stuff on here, so I'm gonna take it apart and kind of show you guys, explain a little bit in detail, and maybe that'll help you guys out. All right, guys, so we got the plastic off, have that sitting over here. So once you get all that stuff off, if you notice, there's a few issues you gotta do first. I recommend doing it before you do the snorkel. Is your exhaust right here. It's gonna be, it gets pretty hot. So what we did is we took the fiberglass heat shield wrap, for exhaust wrap or whatever, put that on there underneath this, the shield here. So we took the shield off, put the fiberglass wrap on it, and eventually when you do that and you put these metal zip ties on and you start the engine and it gets hot, it will start to smoke up and burn. That's what it's supposed to do, so don't freak out about that. We put the cover back on, and the reason we put the cover back on is, like I said, it gets hot. And as you can see, we have some wrap right here to kind of on the snorkel to protect our PVC and PVC glue, because a certain temperature the glue will melt and the PVC will warp. But something else I did was I actually wrapped this up in a PVC tape as well, and then I put this on it. As an extra precaution, I like to be cautious. That's just something I like to do. Another thing to note is I didn't do it on here, but what I need to, the spark plug here needs to have dielectric grease around it. You get water up in here, like on my Honda, all the time. You see me go through the water hole, and then all of a sudden it dies out. Well, that's because the dielectric grease gets washed away, and I forget to put some on it before the ride. But it pretty much just shorts it out and stalls the vehicle. So that happens to you, try and get it elevated and start it up, because water will go up the exhaust and you don't want it going in the engine when you start it. Try to elevate it up a little bit, start it up and blow it out. But anyways, for the snorkel, is we obviously had to take the box out, and this piece here, everything is 1.5 inches for me. You could go 1.5 inches and go up to 2 inches if you wanted to, but I just kept it as 1.5 inches. It works well. So obviously I cut down the size. I can't tell you the exact measurements it was. It's been a while since I've done it. But I have a straight pipe going in here, and then I believe it was a 45 degree here. Another straight pipe to another 45, to a straight pipe all the way up to here. Heavy duty zip ties going up though from Harbor Freight. I believe that's 90. Going up to the pipe with another 90. Got the curved 90s though. So, and what I did here is, this is a straight piece of pipe. It actually sticks out like that. Is I just sanded it and cut it down to about this angle here to try and give it a little bit of detail. Now, when I do this, obviously you're gonna silicone the crap out of it. If you got any other kind of plastic or silicone or something like that that hardens up to keep water out, that's a great idea. But we'll put it around here, air filter and stuff. It's kind of fine. Anywhere that will be holes at, really, except for the drain plug all the way at the bottom. Which drain plug on this thing, if I can see it better back here, is this little thing to hook you out there. So anyways, going back to the snorkel, the other thing you have to worry about is the air lines. And the air lines, I just have them coming up here and pointed back down. So if I get in the water, it comes, let's say the water goes up the hill, just over the handlebars a little bit, it more than likely is not going to go up here. Now vibration and all that stuff, yeah, probably, but it should just run back out. And on a rainy day, it's not going to just stick straight up and rain go down it. It's going to stay down, so rain isn't going to go down it. Like I was saying, I was thinking about trail riding in all kinds of weather. And what I really did was, I come in here and I just spliced into places on here with a T connector or Y connector or whatever, so I didn't have that many lines up there. Good and bads about that, but the other thing I did that was a little bit overkill is I just put silicone around these just as an extra precaution. You don't have to do that. There's just something wrong with me. Of course, your air lines and stuff, include your axle lines going down there so they can breathe, kind of like right here, and engine and everywhere else that you need. I would have done the fuel line breather here, but we both agreed he doesn't want to go that deep, and if he does, I mean, we can handle that for what it is. Honestly, you could have ran this down or around and come up here, and it could have been done. We like the look of it, the little classic look. But when you do the L box and stuff, and you want to make sure there's going to be no water coming up in here, try and get yourself a good gasket. This doesn't look like there's a gasket on there, but there is. It's just so tightly compressed in there, and actually needs to be cleaned up so the dirt doesn't mess with it. Oh well, I'll do that when I get back to the bottom. But you do that. You don't want to silicone the box shut, because you silicone it like that. That's how my Honda was when I first got it, and it was a pain in the butt to get it undone, to get the box out, and then I had to almost like pry it open, and of course it's plastic, so you don't want to break it. And finally I got it open. Just don't silicone it. Get yourself a good gasket or what have you, and go with it. This thing, it looks like it would leak, but it really don't. And we had water over the seat. But it's a good snorkel build, and it's cheap. PVC pipe, and you can get black and make it kind of match up. And in my opinion, the black looks a lot better than it does being white. And I almost forgot, is the airlines here. I was trying to think ahead. It's what I did to mine too. If I smack into branches or something, I don't want to pop a hole in them. So I try to put a little bit extra protection with that PVC glue, not glue, PVC tape. You can get it on Amazon. It's good stuff. It's strong. It keeps it from dry rotting out in the sun, UV protected or whatever they claim. And I haven't had any issues with it yet. I mean, it's a pain in the butt to put on as you're by yourself, but just extra precautions. But that's pretty much it with the snorkel build. Of course, I went with a white cap. That way I know it's on there. You see it, so you know to take it off. You're not going to start the engine up. But that's pretty much it. Just kind of follow the line here, straight up the side. Well, actually, while doing this, you are going to have to do a little bit of trimming. Let's see if I can. You can kind of see some of the rough edges right there. A lot of plastic. If you follow right there, I thought it looked clean, especially after I trimmed it up. In my opinion, it turned out pretty well. And I was really concerned about this heat melting my glue or something here, or weakening my snorkel. But it hasn't. It holds up. And we rode this thing for hours upon hours upon hours straight. So it works. But that'll be about it. The fan and stuff, there's something to think about. If you're going to go in water, if the fan's running too much and you're in water this deep, you're going to be smacking the blades, and you might break a blade. Unfortunately, I don't make a relocate kit for this. I mean, I could do one, but it's not something I really care about. On this thing, this is a good machine. I love these Honda Ventures. They last forever, and they're pretty much indestructible, except Mike always getting stuck on it. But that about does it for the snorkel video. I hope that helps you out. Thank you for watching.